All right, cool. So my name is Illogic, and it's been a very long time since I've been in the Bay or in California at all, since I've really traveled anywhere, you know? So, and it's my birthday on Sunday, so this is like the birthday trip. Yeah, like funny thing, like I wasn't supposed to do no shows on this trip. Like the only thing planned for this trip was going to the Golden State game yesterday. And Hugo was like, yo, you want to do a couple shows? It's like, okay. And then my dude Bruley is in the house. And he was like, yo, you should come to Sacramento. Flip a Beat Club is on Wednesday. I was like, oh, okay. So I went to Flip a Beat Club. So it turned into a work trip, you know what I'm saying? But I'm not mad, you know. I get to see some faces I haven't seen in a while. And yeah, I'm just happy to be out here. So y'all ready to hear some raps or what? All right, let's get it started.
Nothing, not false. You felt the struggle in the craft and the light.
So I got an album called Transition I released last year. It's over there for sale on the table. Check. I notice a lot of hip-hop, my job's to fill the emptiness. You work on getting famous, I'm inches from infamous, cause I write like a kamikaze lives life. Detonate cockpits when I spit tongue lash and I'm crashing Mike C. Uncommon beauty is commonly overlooked, so for that reason I kept walking past my crown. That's why I love living life in circles, cause I seem to find things that I missed the first time around. Now I'm back to where I started, a driven artist with purpose, a little older, a little wiser, no longer depressed or worthless, I'm starving again, homie. Hunger can't explain, I bite the hand that feeds from fingertip to shoulder blade. Just a little while ago I was thinking about retirement. The end was actually gonna be autopilot, but Rome wasn't built in a day or even two. God called me to change the world and I'm starting with you. I sing like no one's listening, dance like no one's watching. For me it's an exercise, you have no other option. Call yourself an artist, but the art isn't done right. I blossom in the darkness while you wither in sunlight. See, I make masterpieces and laugh at your bars. Take a hint, I'm leaving footprints in the path of the stars. Place all your egos on the top shelf, cause victory's in the preparation for the game, not the game itself. Now when I die, I'm gonna fly with the angels, and when I die to the angels, where I land you can't imagine. I'm concerned with the condition of my soul's transition. Your biggest concern is rocking the latest fashion. The passion was lost before I found my balance. Now I know it takes a little more than ink and talent to progress. Time for me to make moves and take control of the reins on my career, and in the process I'll obliterate the nonsense. Do this for my 3 sons, wife and close cipher, for every fan I've ever had the pleasure to inspire. I walked through the fire so you wouldn't burn your hands, and I drowned in the water so you could stay on dry land. I walked in the rain so you could notice the rainbows. I drowned in the pain so you could smile when the sun glows. My tongue's a gun and when it's cocked back, this is what I do.
All I need is
yeah.
All I need is
Uh-huh.
All I need is
Somebody that needs
Yeah. Never endeavored to get better acquainted with the business, depended on others to make decisions. I should've listened to mom. Her logic was valid, I didn't care, knew I was talented. Being illogic could get me where I wanna be. Unfortunately, it wasn't enough. No hustle to build, planted seeds didn't work to harvest the field. The hardest thing to accept, my part in the screenplay. The artist paints the picture regardless, but I handed over the brush and canvas. Abandoned plans to be active, was happy collecting checks. Showing up in 3 rapping, just happened to be young and naive. Didn't have a plan B, trick up the sleeve, I just had a dream. Oh, did I mention the wife and kids needed attention? This is when the mission's distractions change the passion like that.
all I need is
My man, product on the cuts. Of atonement, realize what wasn't working. Open my eyes to focus on what was all worth it. So many lessons digested on how not to stifle my presence. Sat down for a second to prioritize where I'm heading. Finished my education, even became a master. Admired the grace of patience, embracing my chosen pasture. Experimenting, expanding the palette, building textures. Musically growing as a man, I was getting better. Wifey was wasn't as stressed once I landed stable employment. Back to the 9 to 5, but actually I enjoyed it. Touring wasn't as frequent, though steady dropping releases. Trying to find a balance so two lives ain't competing. Still perfecting the journey, still growing every day. I continue chipping away to solidify my place in this culture as an artist and human being. An enlightened path is ever present in each song that I sing like that.
All I need is, all I need is,
Yeah. Y'all doing all right? Y'all doing all right tonight?
all I need is,
Yeah.
somebody that needs me.
Anybody heard of Celestial Clockwork? I walked into a life of tainted dreams and gumball machines. Nestled between the window seat and the dreams, the mainstream, watching chaotic daylight. Stand stern on horizon's table. Mock the moon with liquidated stars lap from a ladle. Looking glass has limited view when you're trapped in a label. Stillborns turn action figures when they're stacked in a cradle. Thoroughbreds disoriented from running laps in the stable. Loss of direction sparks the search for a map in the fable. Leave me to hunt for scavengers with eye patches and peg legs used. Planks to punish perpetrators, the seas will stay fed. I taught that snake in the grass to roll over and play dead. When the seed of the righteous is planted in belly of hybrid companion, they fled with torn and silver spoon and lips scratched, cherishing the John Hancock or some jock on your hips cast. Find your own lily pad. This my territory to tell a story tailored in 3 pieces. Flag, oxygen, and thesis. I'm nursed by the bosom of a Columbus compass. Search birth, walking the line of life and rhyme to see which will die first. It took me a while to realize the fact that I'm cursed with the given gift of anointing, so only the truth can disperse. When I say celestial, y'all say clockwork. Celestial. Celestial. When I say celestial, y'all say clockwork. Celestial. Celestial. When I say celestial, y'all say clockwork. Celestial. 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 It disappoints that conjoined twins are more individuals than most. So I hunt the industry as a phantom till all my words become ghosts. Celestial clockwork is an elixir, simplifying an obscure picture. So sip the defiled mixture, concocted by purity's twisted sister. Now the trees are more beautiful on this side of the mountain. Plush springs run in abundance, I drink direct from the fountain. Though the dream was opaque, the stream was perfectly clear that an acute disorder of paradise would exist if I die here. Lie down your pitchforks and raise your pins to the clouds till they're struck twice by lightning, sparking styles to move crowds. Fish in the pond can understand the concept of dry land, so they swim aimlessly, unbeknownst to the purpose to which I stand. Don't ask the question if you don't want the answer, given time is an illustrious liquor. If the candle ceases to flicker, driven to a life, constant death, no choice but one. Should you rise from the shine, hide in the shade to evade the rays of the sun. Glaciers become oceans, boulders become pebbles, icons become gods. The birth of a spawn is the birth of a devil. Individual once realized is the birth of a rebel. When I've dug my own depth and your faith rests in a shovel, the pedestal is crowded, overbearing with trinkets of silver line sequence, drowning in sounds of de-evolution. And if it's not your calling to be interlaced with the evolving of hip-hop, then stop is the inevitable solution.
I'll work harder. Maybe. I'll work hard. I promise I'll be better.
Better isn't good enough.
I promise.
Yeah.
I don't think you'll ever be good enough. You don't have it. I don't think you'll ever.
Can somebody
That's
get me
a
some
hard thing
water,
to hear,
please?
And it's not a pleasant thing to say. But it's the truth. And I'm saving you a lot of time and pain by saying it to you now.
Yeah, Celestial Clockwork turned 20 years old last year. Made me feel old as hell, you know? I am old. I am an old man. All right, so I had another album. Thank you so much. I had an album come out during the pandemic, actually, called Autopilot. It was the first album that I ever produced for myself. So I'm going to do y'all some joints off of that real quick, all right? All right, let's go.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. All right, when I say no matter what, we gonna shine, y'all repeat that for me, all right? No matter what, we gon' shine. Say it, come on. No matter what, we gon' shine. Yeah, No matter what, we gon' shine. Come on, y'all. Yeah. No matter what, we gon' shine. Come on. Yeah, No matter what, we gon' shine. violence that try to feed us to desensitize us. Target is Michelin, knowing the mission is pendulum swinging. Vocals are hypnotizing, sneaking the bumble buzzing, stacking bumbles for the bill collector coming. Humble aggression is vital for those that's destined. Trials and tribulation, sundials and constellations, shooting for Orion, hoping to hold a star in hand. Unlimited lashing of asteroid belts for discipline. We on some cosmic, ergonomic ill, didactic action packed cinematic chill. We on some cosmic, ergonomic ill, didactic action packed cinematic chill. We on some cosmic, ergonomic ill, didactic action packed cinematic chill. No matter what, we gon' shine. Come on, y'all. Okay. No matter what, we gon' shine. Yeah. No matter what, we gon' shine. No matter what, we gon'. No matter what, we gon'. Yeah, he blasting on the summit where the makers meet, puffing on the stove. How you making sure your fam can eat with nothing on the stove? See, this movement penetrates the atmosphere of your soul. Innovate and practice, don't imitate these actors, yo. I'm cool with being me. See potential in the seeds, planted blossom in the tulips. When these tulips speak, just burn some bridges to the rhythm if you're feeling the beat. For the religious, feel the spirit in your two left feet. I walk with a stride, smooth as the glide of a trombone slide. Dignified leader, demeanor calm. Mystified leeches, sucking at life. I keep reaching to touch the sun. Touching topics to reach, my son's watching, my example is shine. No matter what, we gon' shine. Come on, yeah, no matter what, we gon' shine. Come on, word. No matter what, we gon' shine. Yeah, no matter what, we gon' shine. Come on, y'all. No matter what, we gon' shine. Come on, come on. Yeah, no matter what, we gon' shine. Come on, come on. All right. Hell yeah. All right. Oh, before I do this. So, me and Blueprint, the last album we did was Celestial Clockwork, which, like I said, was 20 years ago. And after I did a celebration, a show in Columbus where I did the whole album with a live band, which we recorded. I will be releasing it actually, but I did the whole album with a live band. And after that show, Print was like, "Yo, we got to do another album. We ain't done one in 20 years, so we got a new album coming out." So is it okay if I do some new shit for y'all? All right, let's go. Oh, come on. Yeah. Haven't talked to you for a minute over blueprints. Been building solo. They dealing from stacked decks and I'm showing 20. All in down to my last 20. The coffer's on empty. Only choice is ahead. They say every journey begins with a single step. Surpassing friends on the street, not many left. Raise hands if there's any left. Some came in for the kill, then they left. Demons window shopping and simulcast for some flesh. Icons are golden calves, sacrifice laughs. We lay at their feet with bated breath. I took aim, claim, bullseye, first try. Ain't even focused yet, ain't even broke a sweat. Blank pages litter the sound garden. I pick my own flowers and smell them. Inhaling the fragrance of patience and rebellion. Chasing ages to come at the pace of the drum and bass. I take my whiskey, need no chase. The stage has become a place I envision my land freehand. While most trace, it seems. Ain't been sleeping much cause I'm living my dreams. But don't mistake composure for ease, please. Let me adjust my sails and catch this wind gust, though I trust no breeze. Knees dusty from prayer closet visits, cause a cure can't be found in the sickness. Relentless with each sentence, the pen is pensive. Chasing foxes and fireflies while detoxing from the stream. Disguised as the night sky, we plotting on some things. Brilliant options to scale what's popping the braille so it's felt in the scheme. Thick-skinned on thin ice, they only been for the right price. Only bought the form once or twice. The Lazarus effect is in full effect. Mastered elements with chemistry. Recipe perfected. At this table setting with vetting the energy. Centerpiece the rejected so they know they're respected. Mic check-in's a privilege. So with every instance, leave a message after the beep. I'd rather be woke than sleep in these streets. All right. So when I say you can't win, so stop trying, y'all say stop lying, okay? All right. You can't win, so stop trying. 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 One. You can't win, so stop trying. You can't win, so stop trying. You can't win, so stop trying. You can't win. If your mother saw you now, would she be pleased or disgusted at your choice to remain at the bottom of the bucket? Your fellow crabs, they know that you're not to be trusted. When they rise to the top, you do what you can to make them plummet. On the other hand, I stand with a mic stands posture. Scan under the bed to sever the heads of any monsters. Took a dive into the eye of Jupiter, the backstroke through lava. Relaxing with a car on the cancer sticks and flavor job. And if you notice, I scripted my existence on these pages with obesity that leaves stretch marks on stages. If knowledge is the key to society's shackles and cages, I guess you're forever trapped in syntax and shoelaces. Rock crowds like I'm without sin. Cast the first stone. Though I live in a glass house insulated with quilted poems, stay still to the low. Head above water, melodic poem from vibrato. Left speakers blown when emitted through microphone. Every line is a spear. Every fan's hard to target. Circle's not a sphere. Every soldier's not a sergeant. If every fountain's clear, every sniper's a marksman. You can't win, so stop trying. Explore your fears, bipedal on this trek with me. Invade the side of your life with leprosy. This limb doesn't want to fall off, so words protect me. Wanna hold hands with mic stands, so eyes reflect me. On stages, pages open, soaked in ecstasy. Give me a little space to erase the token referee. Throwing flags with needle name tags injecting me. Some form of abnormal psychological weaponry. Fine point pin in sight in my notebook next to me. Plus an eye full of the gene pool in which God subjected me. I spill epics to the skeptics rejected me. Not together, more friends. I make my enemies start respecting me. Stay controlling the game, they won't be ejecting me. You flagrantly foul players from the bench to fuel your destiny. The orphanage adopts hip-hop. They join the infantry, beg your pardon. We ride as a garden for starving victory. Walk this paved path, shackled to misery. Uncovering clues to unlock the steel box of the industry. Trained to a bed with hobble legs trapped in misery. Held hostage in a cabin by a fan with family missing me. Forcing me to spit out a classic of spastic energy. Placing my mind on the line, there's no time to be finicky. I sever heads and stakes calls if I make the tempt me. With a forbidden fruit, producing fiction and history. Every line is a spear, every fan's hard to target. Every circle's not a sphere, every soldier's not a sergeant. If every fountain's clear, every sniper's a marksman. You can't win, so stop trying. Every check doesn't cash, every scale doesn't balance. Every first doesn't last, every skill's not a talent. Every question's not asked, every test doesn't challenge. You can't win, so stop trying. Hell yeah. Word. Hell yeah. All right. Nothing is gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Yeah, I'm traveling this maze with a javelin, taking aim at abdomen, stumbling as I guilt trip from pixie dust particles laced with the American way of conformity. I lash out in defense of culture to stimulate dormancy, but I'll rest for a second and build on my mass collection. Ask questions of words since birth, compile images styled by each lesson. Cursed with illogical thinking and eyes of society. Past parties of orthodox without the ignorant invited me. The path I'm destined to walk, widening, narrow to the close-minded. Hidden by brush and greenery, I can't see, but my flows find it. Blinded as I step through this forest of activists. Dodging thorns of the norm, creating life cuneiform, disguised as a pacifist. After this conversation with the beast of regret, a chained existence is resort of taking a breath, so I hold back and don't inhale to see where life takes me. Elevate flesh to a level of stress, cause I believe life hates me. Nothing's gonna change my world. Only you can change my world. Nothing's gonna change my world. Thoughts dive in a sea of normlessness and abandoned crowds that stand around and wait for their performances. I wait in that cul-de-sac to see what karma gives, cause what goes around comes around, holds weight in the lake I'm born to swim. Will I drown due to the obesity my thought process as gravity pulls down to impede my self-conquest? Filling my pocket with payments of nonsense while the cover charge to this play of my life is time spent. At times I stand on the edge of this cliff and forget rap before I step across that threshold where rhyme bends and splits at. I try to evade the barricades and downplay the mishaps, convincing myself that the speech isn't related to the syntax. My emotional famine's at an all-time height, to where I'm forced to rationalize between comfort and what's right. But when I write, I'm comfortable. Pen encompasses the agony of the turmoil-drenched existence of this Shakespearean tragedy. Does this hero die due to its flaws, or will I float in purgatory state before I take the fall? So for now I walk waiting, shrugging through knee-high Satan, contemplating whether I should stay on this frequency or change the station. Cause now I'm tuned in to ruin, falling flat on my abstract, too intimidated to press on, not depressed enough to backtrack. The story too surreal to be laughed at, too surreal to be realistic, dangling between an individual and a statistic. Will I see that the light at the end of the tunnel, or has there been an avalanche that's closed off the outlet, snuffing the option of if I have a chance to escape this fate? Or is it by choice I walk this road while yet enclosed, continuing to progress but feel froze? Word. All right, so y'all want to hear another new song from me and Prince's new album? All right, I think we can do that. All right, and I think this might be the first single. I don't know yet, but it might be. All right, here we go. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. It's okay to move around, move your body a little bit. Check. I rap for listeners, MCs, fly ladies and poets, intellectuals, professionals, hustlers with laser focus, potent pinnacle reachers, soul seekers and teachers, masters, laymen, trekking this disastrous wasteland. Building balance was a challenge. I was locked in, watching my grades, plotting on page, visions of stage rocking, hallway ciphers, crisp beatboxing, crowds gathering, hype cause I was nice battling off top. The year was 95, I was a freshman, painted with seeking like lessons, full of questions. Poetry was a part of me, processed emotions audibly, young in reps, but aged in connection to self. Rocked Rockports, they rocked Timbs. I wasn't sure why, but didn't want to be the same as them. Wasn't playing the same game as them. Got on the same train, but wasn't in the same lane as them. I walk the lonely street. I walk this lonely street. I watch the people and watch the people passing by. I walk the lonely street. Walk this lonely street. I watch the people passing by. Yeah. 1 for the money, 2 for a wishing upon a star, 3 for all the homies lost and ceased to behind bars. Feet up on my ottoman, sipping a scotch at moms, looking at baby pictures, thinking where did it go? Those days when half the neighborhood would come to your show. Those days when this life thing still had a ways to go. Fringe never infringed on my worth. This cool nerd, rap star, actor. Yeah, I dipped my toe in the theater, but yearned for a different stage. Chose my own adventure in this novel and turned to a different page. Poet first, behold the birth of a sage. You wouldn't have had a shot if you chose to engage. One of one, the road is embraced. You're one and done, my road has been paved. Cause when I'm gone, my voices still play. I place clues in the clouds that rains down sound to show that it's okay to walk alone. I walk this lonely street.
I watch the people
and watch the people passing by. I walk this lonely street and watch the people.
I watch the people
passing by. All right, so from y'all's reaction and the people have played that for, that's probably gonna be the first single. We're gonna do a video for that every day, you know what I mean? Yeah, so, yeah, it's funny, like when I was young, I was always the weird kid. You know, I didn't want to play with nobody. Like, my mom thought something was wrong with me because I just stayed in the house and read books and played video games. I didn't want to go outside and play with other kids and all that shit. But, you know, here we are. It's a reason. It's a reason for all that shit, though. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So, all right, so have y'all had a good night? Good time tonight? All right, cool. All right, so I'm going to do one more song, and then I'm going to get out of your hair. Make some noise for Hugo Monster. Make some noise for No Expression, sorry. And make some noise for Nate and the G. All right, this has been a dope night. Now, tomorrow, if you want to, you know, come and hang out again, I'm rapping at Hayward at the Stax Record Shop. So, yeah, come out, you know, hang out. All right, so I got one more joint, and I'm going to get out of here, all right? All right. I wish I had that instrumental. You got the instrumental? You got to send it to me if you got it.
Must not sleep.
If a picture's worth 1,000 words, I'll paint 1,000 pictures to symbolize the decibel levels, bred of 1,000 whispers, to commalize useless unknown poems, spitters shower with gold glitter, pressure increase, unleash the catacomb splitters. For some reason, you wonder why your puzzle is a jigsaw. When you fail to decipher the Morse code to simply avoid the pitfall. If need be, I can get raw, just pocket the latex. But that's like asking why the man with no legs crawls to see the apex, or why the unplanted seeds won't blossom into a garden. Parallel to your search for stardom, where you leave breadcrumbs and jargon that you can't even feel. So how's that for surface tension? Every step shows you're a worthless henchman, itching to meet your maker. I'd rather finger paint than take a tainted pen and curse the paper. Voice box turns cauldron, saliva boils and thoughts of vapor. See, if almost only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades, then a thoroughbred's accuracy is at the focal point of perfection. Therefore, you trudge through waist-high sludge and caramelized paints where prints left taints every breath in hell. Holding oxygen, then take steps graciously over landmines shallow beneath the soil surface. Take a small step for man, and it's in the stairway to heaven on pegs of a giant leap for mankind. To stand and keep your legs, what is the limit to hold hands with? Sanity's a steep cliff of gift, and it seems, cause of your forked up dreams, your hands slip. Grip your canteen and get rich schemes and set sail on the 7 seas. Hooker left that envy to drown in greed before you swallow your pride and wash it down with a glass of formaldehyde. I'll preserve the day the earth fell to symbolize how Atlas died. I've tried to rush the wormhole to deliver a eulogy, but the other 8 planets followed me to stage a silent mutiny. No more dodging shooting stars or lashing of asteroid belts, avoiding supernovas in fear of android wealth. So if science and religion is the building block for a laughing stock, the foundation should crumble at the epicenter of the aftershock. Bow breaks at the vinyl spot, credit will fall as crime rate drops. Our time hate crops, harvest to see it break as the frisbees flop farthest. Depends on the trajectory. The way the projector projected me, I was a hologram, waiting for when to inherit merit discrepancy. Is it time for liftoff? Go-go gadget propellers all prepared. Is it time for liftoff? Rocket fuel was at peak in midweek. I think it's time for liftoff. Structural integrity seems to be holding. 3 astronauts were found in the cockpit, falling asleep. So will these thousand whispers ever hold a cleft note to sing? Or will these blisters become targets of the Scorpion King sting? Cause the poison invades the veins to the stage is immune. I'll take a rain check in the same breath of a checkmate. In 3 moves, I know everything is everything and nothing's still something else. Cleared my shelves of any signs of wealth to impress the elves. My neck, it holds bricks that weighs down my lift off. As a precaution, I've replaced the wood in the loft with something soft. Windows, they look clear, but my panes are stained glass to dampen the impression of expression any vein has. Do the hues you use capture the pain my frame has? Or are you caught in the faces we weave, scared to change mass? I'm a lawnmower man on a mission to slaughter the strange grass. But first I must erase cyberspace and break the track before train pass. You scream cash, I take the root of evil and make tea. Patiently holding hands with anxiousness, I can already taste it. The kettle whistle interrupted my vision of rainbow bands. The steam scolded my hand, the mug shattered and I wasted it. So if a picture's worth 1,000 words, I painted 1,000 pictures on a beautiful backdrop of butterfly kisses. Thank y'all so much for listening to me. My name is Illogic. Got merchandise over there for sale. Come say hello. Thank y'all so much.